All right, Pickle, it's time for Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
The North Texas Honda dealers want to help you score on award-winning Hondas like the rugged and reliable 2023 Ridgeline. Stop by your Helpful Honda dealer today or visit ntxhondadealer.com to learn more.
Thank you, North Texas Honda dealers. If you got questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, growing up in Llano, things like that, get in the comments. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll get to as many as we can, going up until about 12:30 here at the back half of the show here on Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday. I want to encourage you to stay tuned to TexasFootball.com.
Yes. Just in general, yes.
Just in general. We got a lot of good stuff on TexasFootball.com.
But
there's also a couple stories that we're running down right now, like
big time.
We got some scoops that we're running down.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just stay tuned to TexasFootball.com. That's all I'll say. We're running down a couple of scoops that I think will be particularly intriguing. I know that is a very vague tease, but it's as specific as I can get. But stay tuned to TexasFootball.com.
Chung chung.
We got some things. We're not just a 30-minute internet show every day. We keep busy a little bit around the clock. So stay tuned to that. Do we have any questions from the people?
Yes. First question from Aaron Arbuckle. A fantastic question. What's your opinion on having a predetermined regional/semifinal site for football? So I think this sparks from basketball and all other UIL sports. The regional tournament sites are way predetermined. Like we know that before the
Region 2 might be in Garland or something like that. So the only thing that gives me a little bit of pause is, especially when you get down in the lower classifications, those regions can be really broad, really wide, and if you have and you could have a situation where you are having one team travel way farther than the other for what is ostensibly supposed to be a neutral site.
Well, you don't even have to really go down that far. Say that an El Paso team in the 6A level was able to make it through Region 1. You're risking having like a neutral site where you would think maybe a South Lake Carroll or something like that was playing, and then end up it needing to be in Abilene. Yeah,
no, you're exactly right. Let's just say, like hypothetically, let's just say that you want to set the region. The region 6A Division 1, the Region 3 versus 4 semifinal. Probably going to be probably going to be a team from Houston versus a team from Austin or San Antonio, right? So it's like, okay, let's find a spot in between there, and we'll set it there. Well, Region 3 is pretty well contained to
Houston,
Greater
Southeast
Houston area, right? What if a team from the Rio Grande Valley makes it? Right? What if a team from Laredo makes it?
Right.
And I know that seems far-fetched, but at the same time, like, it could happen. And so that would give me a little bit of pause there, and specifically because I don't know. I think especially with the week build-up to the game, you would want there to be. I think you've got time to set the neutral site, as opposed to with basketball. I think I understand it, because like you got to turn around and play it. Like they're playing 6 rounds of basketball in 3 weeks. As opposed to football, where you've got a week to determine it and prepare. So I don't think that's necessary. I think in basketball it's kind of necessary to do it, but because you can play more than once a week. In football, I think that it works out better this way, where you can kind of determine the neutral site. And furthermore, look, there's a ripple effect of like, what if one neutral site is the perfect site for an unforeseen state semifinal, but it's already booked because it's been booked way in advance?
For two teams that are having to travel way farther than they need to get there.
And so then how do you kind of say, oh, well, what's going to be, how do we make that work for them. So
yeah, you hit the nail on the head with there's just enough time to figure it out. With basketball or any other sport, you're playing 2 rounds a week, and there's just not enough. And the other side of that is there are plenty of football stadiums around that can host a big game like that with the seating capabilities, with all of the stuff that goes into that. There are fewer basketball gyms that you can just roll up to with a huge crowd and say, oh, yeah, there's plenty of room for this. It's got to be one of those, 2-decker type of gyms.
Right. This is one of those situations where we just have a better we have a better infrastructure for big football games can be played almost any corner of the state. Yeah,
well, and the other side of that too is a lot of big school districts that build these mega stadiums is because they share it with everybody. Everyone has their own basketball gym. So to put a whole ton of resources into making it this big grand thing for one high school doesn't really make any sense.
I would agree. What's next, Pickle?
Up next, when is Vince Young going to make a special guest appearance on the show?
Well, look, we've only been asking for almost 8 years for him to come get his Player of the Year trophy. It's right over here.
We have a lot of success at this company, but this is not one of them.
He's my white whale, man. He's my white whale. I have not been able to track him down. I don't have a good beat on him. There have been times where we've had connections to it, but we just haven't been able to get together. The other part of it is, this is going to sound like now it's beggars and choosers. Okay, let me put it to you this way, okay? The bit of asking Vince Young to come get his Player of the Year trophy is really valuable.
It's better than him coming and getting it.
It's valuable to me. The only way that there's one price that I would pay in order... there's one thing I would use that would be worth it, and that would be him sitting in that chair.
Yeah. I don't want to take it to Austin, not taking it to him, or take it to Houston Madison when he shows up for a game whatever.
The point of asking him to come get his Player of the Year trophy is not to get him the trophy by any means necessary. It's to get him to sit down in this chair, and then
which
we can talk.
Which we've been trying to do for 8 years.
Right. So that's the thing. If you have a connection to Vince Young and you want to make him aware that we have his 2001 Class 5A Player of the Year trophy and that it's available to him at any time in Lewisville, Texas, by all means, connect with him.
Because he has liked one of my tweets before, and then I send him a thing about the trophy. Silent.
The bit has a lot of value here.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that now... there was a moment where I would have given it to him just if I saw him. But if I was just in Houston and I saw him and I had the trophy with him, I'd say, "Hey man, I got this trophy for you.
You got to come to
It'll be in
Louisville."
That's the value of the bit now. We're holding it ransom for and him in the studio. So there you go. So if you have a connection, by all means, explore those. But there's value for us. What's next, Pickle?
I got 3 more for you.
Okay.
What is a mascot you wish was used by any school? We've talked about a couple of those before, but I'm blanking on what they were.
I've maintained that I think the Foxes are underutilized.
Yeah.
There's only Caddo Mills and El Paso Jefferson, and then if you want to consider
Swifts.
Nazareth, which is a Swift Fox, but I think the Fox is underutilized.
Someone needs to be the Peacocks. That's underrated. Has they're kind of secretly vicious? We had a peacock problem in Llano. Come to think of it.
Number of follow-ups here. 1, what kind of bougie neighborhood are you living in that you've got a peacock problem? Peacocks always seem very
I was
regal.
I think you've got a bad idea of
No, I don't. I know what
bougie.
peacocks are. Peacocks are very regal and you see them wandering around the grounds of a palace, and you guys just have a problem with them in Llano?
There was just one pesky one.
So you have a singular problem peacock, not a peacock problem.
Yes.
Got it.
I have a problem with a peacock.
You got a problem with a peacock. You take it up with his family. His or hers, I don't know.
I don't know either, honestly.
So, okay.
Probably a lady. She glared a lot. No, it was a boy peacock because he was colorful. Boy peacocks are colorful. Girls are not.
Yep. I'm not gonna fact check that.
It's like a red bird.
Okay.
They use it for mating tactics. You clearly don't know a lot about peacocks.
I'm not very ornithologically
Okay, well, that's your
learned.
problem. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm not going to, like, read a book on birds. Like, birds... Do birds exist? I don't know.
My dad has a lot of bird books. He really likes birds.
I don't know. I think birds are... Birds to
You'll
me
get
are
to
like
the
white
age where
noise.
you appreciate birds.
You're
That's an old people thing.
You're
I'm just, yes, I'm an
11
anomaly.
years younger than I am.
I'm an anomaly, but
No, I feel like if I was going to get into birds, it would happen by now.
no, I'm telling you. Because my dad wasn't into birds until he hit like that 50 threshold, and then you just want to learn about birds. It happened. I've seen it happen. It's happening to all my family members. Now they talk about birds. It happens.
Anyway, as far as there's
What about
only,
the iguanas?
the iguanas is excellent,
Or like the lizards?
Like
We ain't got any
not a lot of
lizards.
lizards, not a lot of amphibians. Like we've got some
Oh, we need the sea urchins.
like frogs. It's only like Lake Worth is the frogs.
Ish is scared of frogs.
What a great fun fact. There's I do think that there's an there's a total lack of sharks. There's only 2, Pelagius and Alvin Shark.
You need like the
Creek.
hammerheads though. Like that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Or the tiger sharks.
Like all these things along. Like if you're on the coast, I mean this sincerely. If you're on the coast and you have like a wildcat or a tiger, like what are we doing here? Make it the tiger shark.
Oh,
tomorrow.
the woodchucks. That's a good one, Aaron Arbuckle.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Woodchucks would be good. Like I'm trying
like
to
the
think,
Willow Ridge woodchucks.
Like I'm into. Also, like we don't have enough insects.
Oh
like,
no, I'm out on insects.
Like shout out to
the Swobies.
Like we don't have enough insects.
Because yellow jackets or hornets and all that.
I
Like there's a lot of those.
Yeah. But like
there is a scorpion.
There's a scorpion. There's a couple scorpions.
Do we have any spiders? Yes, but no.
No, we don't use spiders.
Good. Keep them out. No spiders.
Don't have any spiders.
Don't need any spiders.
Interesting.
The arachnids.
I've always thought that an underrated mascot is the Wolverine.
Okay. I like that.
There's a few of them out there.
Most people go by wolves.
Penelope is the Wolverines, which is great. Is that right? Are the Penelope Wolverines?
I feel like Penelope should be the pigs.
Yeah, Penelope is the Wolverines. I had that right. My brain is broken. Yeah, like I don't know. That's
the toads.
See, what I'm looking for in a mascot
the bullfrog.
is
We have a bullfrog.
Something that you can have somebody dress up as.
Mm-hmm.
That the dress up will be cute, and yet the actual thing is
gross, scary,
is scary,
vicious.
Right? Armadillo's a perfect example of that. Like you dress up as an armadillo, it's like, oh, look at him. But then, like, you ever meet an armadillo?
Someone
like
should be a possum.
The feral hog. Someone should be the
things are
feral hogs.
Vicious. Those are vicious.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of like you just like dress up as a pig, and then but that would be pretty tough for the
or
like
what's Puma off of Lion King? He's a warthog.
A warthog.
Do we not have a warthog?
Pumbaa. There's a B in it.
Puma.
Call him,
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Pumbaa.
Pumbaa is his name. The meerkat. To stick with the Lion King theme, Timon is a meerkat.
Oh yeah.
There's no meerkats.
The Malakoff meerkats.
Malakoff meerkats. I can get on board with that.
There are so many more things we could do than
panther,
bulldog, yellow jacket.
That's why when a new school opens and they just like okay, Frisco Panther Creek opened and there was no choice. They had to be the Panthers.
Yes.
Right?
That makes sense.
I get that. But like all these ones that are opening up that just have like
Rock Hill did a good job.
Yeah, the Blue
Hawks. That's cool.
And then the other thing, let me see if they've named one yet. Yeah. So here's a perfect example, and I'm not trying to be mean here, okay? I'll make sure that I get this right. Yeah. So Prosper Walnut Grove is going to open.
Mm-hmm.
They're the Wildcats.
What
are we doing here?
First off, Prosper
2020,
Walnut Grove.
In the year of our
then you're gonna go
in the year of our
Wildcat?
Lord 2023, we're opening schools and we're just going to name them the Wildcats?
That's dumb. I do like someone,
better.
Your boy Zill0678, or girl, your person, or robot. How about the teams named after weather? That rules. Like the winters,
Tornadoes,
blizzards, the golden sandstorm.
Hurricanes,
yeah, that rules.
Sandstorm. Yeah, like Phenomenon, stuff like that. Like that would be that's very good.
We need the Typhoons. Well, is Port Isabel?
Port Isabel is the Tarpons.
Tarpons. Okay, never mind. The fish.
Yeah. So
Typhoons would work though.
Yeah, Typhoons would work, although we won't get a typhoon.
Or monsoons.
Because typhoons only happen in the Pacific Ocean.
Well, yeah, but it's not like we have unicorns here.
A little weather fact for you.
Okay, yeah, we're full of fun facts today.
All right, so we got 2 more.
Yes. It's almost March Madness time. What's the largest entry fee you've played into a bracket pool?
I've done like $50.
Yeah.
I've done $50. That's the most.
That seems right. Fantasy football is where I've chunked out a lot, like an embarrassing amount of change.
This past year
that was for big money.
That was for significantly more than that sum.
Yeah.
And I did not do great.
Yeah, you got last, actually. I think you finished.
I don't think I got last.
Really?
No, I think I was like third to last.
Okay.
But I know Aaron Hardigan beat me. I know you beat me.
Yeah, bracket pool. Aaron got first, I think.
Did she
I think she won the league.
Jerk.
Which is a fat payout. Good for her. But I spend more on fantasy, which is so dumb because I actually do better in bracket stuff than I do in fantasy football most of the time, which is dumb. But yeah, I would say probably about 50 is normal. I'd say 25 is pretty normal. 25 is the going rate, especially because you do multiple brackets. So in total, the sum's gonna add up.
I spent I did. Okay, this is gonna sound like I'm a degenerate, but then I have.
It goes to charity, right? I think I know where you're going.
I spent $100 on squares for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But it's for my buddy's charity.
Yeah.
For their daughter, they lost to pediatric brain cancer, and so half that goes to her foundation, and so
worth it.
I don't feel bad.
No.
I'm gambling, and I'm taking his friend's money for a good cause. All right, let's round it all out.
This one's hard. First 3 songs on the soundtrack to your life.
The theme from Family Matters. Yeah, I really only need one.
That's it.
That's it. There's 3 times. The 3 song. Probably something lo-fi chill hop beats to Steady Satchel Racks too.
Just vibes.
You'll probably find me with a song from like Explosions in the Sky or something like that. I like Explosions in the Sky.
That's just.
Do you know Explosions in the Sky?
No,
they're an Austin band. They're great. They're really good. They've actually. Did you ever see Friday Night Lights? Mm-hmm. They wrote the theme song to Friday Night Lights.
Oh, really?
And like they did a lot of the score to Friday Night Lights.
Okay, I see that.
So it's kind of that. Yeah.
I need to think on that. Maybe we put an actual list together and get back with you on Friday. Because there's 2 different ways that you can go with this. You can go with like legitimately like sentimental, like
Give
heartfelt.
Me Chocolate by Baby Metal.
Yes, that's it. That's the one on repeat 3 times.
Yeah. Just
gimme,
I'm trying to think.
Yumma,
the
yumma, yumma.
The problem is that like I'm so bad at listening to music. I really am.
See, that's why this is hard for me because I'm a music fiend.
You listen to a lot of different music, and I listen to like the same 160 songs over and over because it's just the songs that I like.
Yeah,
and
I would
also,
rather
like,
listen.
I listen to like the Moana soundtrack.
Yeah,
because,
that's fair.
Or Encanto. Encanto's been on loop. Like, that's why my Spotify Wrapped is just a disaster because it's all Hank songs.
Did you know that they're doing Encanto on Ice up here at Dickies Arena coming soon?
That sounds right. That music's really good, man.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. You should go out of your way to see Encanto.
Also, a lot of my grown friends without children are now starting to watch Bluey.
Yeah, that's weird.
They say it's fantastic.
It is fantastic. I've shown you Bluey.
Mm-hmm.
Bluey is fantastic, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it if I didn't have a child.
That's fair.
Like it falls under the category of the best show that you can watch with a child.
Yeah.
But like, I'm going to be honest. If you're watching it without a child, I've got some follow-up questions.
That's fair.
Most of them are like, ew.
I haven't watched it yet. Other than the things that you've showed me.
It's clever, but like,
there's probably better television.
Oh, yes, better television exists like than Bluey, but Bluey is great. Peppa Pig is garbage.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.